Hello, race fans. This is Curtis Gray, president of Homestead-Miami Speedway. I'm standing here in Victory Circle, and the reason and significance of why I'm in Victory Circle is to talk a little bit about our 2009 season, which will be the most historical season ever at Homestead-Miami Speedway. Victory Circle, a lot to talk about. Now, we crown our champions out on the actual front stretch with a championship stage, but this will be where the race winner is crowned. When we talk about championships this year, we've got a lot of them. The most ever in the history of motorsports. Champions will be crowned this year at Homestead-Miami Speedway. Never in the history of motorsports has this many champions been crowned in one place in so many different series. And I want to talk a little bit about that and the significance of this historical season here at Homestead-Miami Speedway. First in October, and this is the first, we've never hosted the championships for the IndyCar Series and the Grand Am Sports Car Series. It's an exciting weekend. Of course, many of you know that we've hosted the races for the IndyCar and Grand Am Series in the past, but it's been in March. Now, we're moving that to October and the championship race, much like we have been with NASCAR in November. And let's talk a little bit about the Speed Jam Championships, what we call Speed Jam, which is on October 10th, 9th and 10th. On October 9th, which is a Friday, we'll host the Indy Lights Championship. These are the up-and-comers of the IndyCar racing. Also on that day will be the qualifying and practice for the IndyCar and the Grand Am Series. When you move to October 10th, Saturday, that's going to be the big day. And a lot piled into one day. Maybe the most ever in the history of motorsports as far as a championship event. We've got the Grand Am Series, the Rolex Series Championship. That's your sports cars, the most exotic sports cars in the country. Your Porsches, BMWs, Daytona prototypes, running on our road course, which is a great road course inside our big oval. And you can get right up close to the cars, as close to the action as you can possibly get. That'll be in the afternoon on Saturday, October 10th. Later on that evening, we'll host the IndyCar Championship. These are the big stars of open wheel racing in this country, and it all comes down to the last race. Some of the closest racing in the history of IndyCar is coming during their championship finales. That's with Danica Patrick and Tony Kanaan, Dario Franchitti, all the big names in IndyCar racing going for the championship. We're very excited about that. I want to talk a little bit about the family pricing we have for our Speed Jam Championships in October also. This is the first time we've ever had kids in free. And when I talk about kids in free, 12 and under, free of charge. Not just to get in our admission gates, but also into the paddock area, right close to the Indy cars and Grand Am sports cars. Very special opportunity for kids. And then also our 13 to 16 year olds, $15 pricing for our 13 to 16 year olds. So it's great family pricing. Our regular grandstand tickets for Speed Jam Championships start at $30. So we're taking all the economic situation into consideration, trying to get our race fans out here to see these great championships events. So Speed Jam is packed full of all kind of entertainment, not just on the racetrack, but also behind our grandstands. We've got barbecue contests, car shows, exotic and antique cars. We'll have concerts all day long, all in one day on October 10th, along with the two championship finales that I've been talking about. So we're excited about, for the first time ever at Homestead-Miami Speedway, hosting what we call the Speed Jam Championships, Grand Am Rolex Series Sports Cars, and the IndyCar Series. Now let's move to November in our NASCAR Championship Weekend, Ford Championship Weekend. Well established, one of the most fun events of the year. Everybody looks forward to the crowning of the NASCAR champions. Let's break it down by day. On Friday, our Camping World Truck Series. Tickets very reasonable, start at $35. Kids, again, 12 and under are free. One of the most exciting races of the weekend is the Truck Series Championship Finale. That'll start at 8 o'clock on Friday evening, right under the lights here at Homestead-Miami Speedway. Very exciting and very competitive racing. Now let's move to Saturday and a Nationwide Series. That's a big event. Again, kids 12 and under, $15. Very reasonable, and want to make sure everybody realizes parking free all weekend. So we're really working on the pricing, trying to get it down so as many people as possible can come see the race. And then, of course, talk about Sunday, the Sprint Cup Championship, the finale. for the Sprint Cup season, and who's going to win that one. I mean, right now it looks so tight. Can Jimmy Johnson win his 4th championship here at Homestead-Miami Speedway, or will somebody else stop him? And there's a whole bunch of the best drivers in the world, and it'll all come down to Homestead-Miami Speedway on November 22nd. So your Camping World Series truck event on November 20th, the Nationwide Series on November 21st, that's the Saturday, and then of course everything wrapping up on Sunday, November 22nd. And then I want to talk about the 2 events together. If you want to buy our what we call our championship season package, you get a big reduction in price, a big savings, about $55 per ticket on our championship season package. So I encourage you to come out to Homestead-Miami Speedway. Keep checking our website. You'll get these newsletters to update you all the time. And any questions you have, give us a call at the Speedway or email us anytime. We'll be glad to be in touch with you. Again, parking's free. We understand these economic times. We want to work with y'all and hopefully get you out here. Now, one of the most important things, and you'll read in the rest of the newsletter this month, is that tickets go on sale on April 20th. So I know that everybody's going to want to get these tickets. It's an exciting year for us. We're definitely now called the championship track, hosting all these championships for a 2009 season. Hope to see you out here.